Hi, update and some thoughts. Kind of at a standstill right now, and it's kind of frustrating because wanting to go beyond where I'm at. Still 15 pounds down, had been 19 pounds down, vacillating back and forth at about 4 pounds between 15 and 19. It's kind of pissing me off a little bit, and it seems to have something to do, believe it or not, with intestinal regularity. So, great key. If you really want to lose weight and you really want to lose it fast and you want to do it effectively, make sure that you are regular. And if that means eating Activia or it means taking some little, I don't know, gut brush, colon cleanser, I have found that increasing my amount of fiber that I'm taking in is helping immensely. So I'm back on track again. But anyways, there's something else that has occurred to me, and I don't know that I've ever asked myself this, but you know, when I quit smoking, I didn't even commit. I didn't even tell myself I'm quitting smoking. I didn't even decide to. I just did. And it was never that I was quitting smoking. It was that I just wasn't having a cigarette at that time. So, and I was allowed to fail. It was okay. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Because every failure is just one failure closer to a success. And more importantly, it's not really failing because so few people quit and just stay quit. And I never committed to it, and it was okay for me to not stay quit. Well, somehow giving myself that allowance empowered me to just stay quit, and I'm still quit. I can't believe that I live a smoke-free life. I have been a slave for so long, and I wish I'd never picked it up. I wish I'd never put my brain on sleep mode God, I hate it. But anyways, there's something that occurred to me about fat. And I didn't really think it was that important until I really spent a little bit of time thinking about it. And I know a little bit about your brain and a little bit about your subconscious and about what it will do for you, what its job is. And the subconscious it's like a stabilizer. One of the things it does is help you be sane. It is your manifester. It is the thing that actually communicates with all that is, and causes manifestation and causes things to, it causes the quantum collapse, okay? On so many levels. It is like so deep and so awesome. Anyways, your subconscious is really super powerful. But the one thing it will do is always take care of you. And it will take care of you based on your emotional belief. It will take care of you based on something that you really truly believe. So, if you were to say over and over again, and really with a lot of feeling and really meaning it, that, oh, my job just makes me so sick. Every time I go to work, I just get knots in my stomach. I feel so sick. And if you were to say that, you know, quite a bit, and really, really mean it, and attach a strong emotion to it, you would actually get sick every time you went to work. Because your subconscious its number one job is make sure you are not crazy. And the way it can make sure you are not crazy is by using your thoughts and what you say and what you think as the foundation for the world that it builds. Okay, so this is what we know. The other thing is that its job is to get rid of stuff you don't need, keep stuff you do need, protect you. Its number one thing, it protects you. So, I was thinking about the weight I wanted to lose. And like 40 pounds of it I want to lose because I quit smoking and I gained 40 pounds and I'm a heifer, right? But what about the rest? Why do I need to get rid of it? And when did I get it? And where's it from? And I know where it's from. And I know why it's there. So the question for anybody getting ready to lose weight or working to lose weight and struggling or hitting a plateau like me, and I think it has to be answered before you can go any further, is what is your fat doing for you today? And I don't mean for you to sit there and go, oh, well, it's making it hard for me to tie my shoes, and well, it's making people look at me, and well, every once in a while back in the corner I hear people giggling, so I know they're thinking about me. That's not what I mean. What I mean is how's it making you safe? How's it protecting you? How's it insulating you? And I don't mean from the cold. What is your fat doing for you? Okay, and I guess in order to get somebody to really think about it and really talk about it, or even to I'll just put myself out there, and you know, nobody knows me from Moses, but here we go. About 6 years ago, I was victim of an extremely violent crime. And typical of a victim in that particular crime is there's massive loss of sleep. Many times there's like, I don't know, drinking or drugs or something like that. But number one and very most common is a massive, usually a shift in the weight. And it's usually in an attempt to make the person less attractive. Anything to make me ugly. I think, let's see what I do. I stopped shaving. And I gained a lot of weight. I mean, I'm also not sleeping. There's a lot of things. Anyways, that's a long time ago, right? And a lot of people deal with issues that they don't necessarily deal with. But I'm not one of them. And I've actually made my peace with that in a huge way. Made my peace with my assailant. Made my peace with the event. With the videotape that used to run in my head. I've made my peace with it. And I realized I'm still carrying the last part. And is it okay now to not be unattractive? Is it okay now to not need this safety anymore? Is it okay to let go? You know, and I've talked to my husband about this, you know, a little bit, and he just kind of looked at me and says, well, so is it okay now to lose the weight that you gained after being assaulted? This is a big deal. So if you've tried to diet and it hasn't been necessarily that you just, I don't know, are a wuss and just don't want to stay on the diet, but you think that there's more involved in there. If you've seen a significant weight gain at a certain point in your life, if there's something there, I think you need to deal with it. But you know what I think also? I think you need to thank your fat. I know it sounds so weird. I mean, I probably sound like some kind of a crackpot. But I was thinking about it. And when I couldn't sleep, and when I couldn't function, and when I couldn't be around other human beings, and when I would go out and be around other human beings and I thought I was fat and unattractive, and people weren't looking at me like that, I had to say thank you, because my fat is what even made it possible for me to go out the door. It's like what made me know that I was okay. Because it's funny. It's okay for someone to say, oh, you're fat, and attack you that way, or laugh at you. But it's so much better than the other horrors that are possible when people think, hey man, look at that. So are you ready to lose your weight? What is your weight doing for you? I mean, people talk about food being your safety blanket and how you have a love affair with food. And I really don't care, because quite honestly, there's some good food out there, and if you don't love it, well, you're whack. But I'm not talking about your love affair with food. If you're not going to bed with your food, if you're not having some kind of a sexual bliss with your food, I think you're okay. My whole point is what's your affair with your fat? What's your fat doing for you? Is the job done? And can you now release the fat? Because the whole function of fat is to protect you. It encapsulates toxins in your body. You build fat. Every time you eat poisons, every time you take garbage in, you build fat to keep encapsulate it and protect you. But if you didn't need it, if you were okay and if you were safe, your subconscious would say it's okay to let it go, and it will tweak your metabolism. It will make you eat less. It will help you. So if you still have it, find out why you have it. Acknowledge that you need it, or say that you don't. Say goodbye, say thank you, but ask your fat and ask yourself, what is my fat doing for me today? That's what I got. Peace and happy weight loss.